Hi guys, today we are going to talk about what you can apply to your areas of pain topically. So, the good news is that it's really cheap. It's called Dmso. And some of you know about it, some of you don't. So I'm just going to give you the quick runaround about what Dmso is and what you can use with it and how to use it and all that good stuff. So, you can buy it at a feed and seed shop. This thing was $7.59, American US dollars. Pretty cheap, especially since the dollar is so shoddy. And it's dimethyl sulfoxide gel, Dmso for short. Almost everything you buy is going to be around 99.9% pure. You can buy it in gel form or you can buy it in liquid. Now, depending on what you mix with it, I have my preference with gel or liquid. I actually have both of them at home. And I like the gel when I'm mixing it with MSM, but we'll talk about that in just a minute. So when you go and pick this thing up at an animal feed and seed shop, and almost every place has an animal feed and seed shop, even sometimes in the city they'll have animal feed and seed shops, so you have to call around to get it. And you'll see on it, it'll say, may be unsafe, not approved for human use. Well, it may not be approved for human use. There's no money in this product because it's made for pennies, it's cheap, it can be sold cheap, and you can look up the history of Dmso if you want to and see that pharmaceuticals have tried to get their grubby little hands on it, and right now they can't, so that's great. Hopefully they never can. So, I've been using this forever, and there's nothing wrong with me. Right now it's just pure, it's made from trees, it's perfect, and it's a solvent. And what's so good about solvents? Well, whatever you mix with it, it's going to get into your blood, if you apply it topically, into your blood, into your bones, into your muscles, and that's good stuff. So if you mix it with things that are beneficial to your body, you're not going to have any side effects from using the Dmso as a carrier. So this acts as a carrier because it's a solvent. So what I like to do, and by the way, I've been using Dmso since I've been in high school. So I've been running track and field for a very, very long time. I literally just recently retired. And I have been trained for triathlons. I may do the trials in 2016. I don't really know. I'm getting married. I have a lot of stress right now because I'm getting ready to get married. I don't know. I'm very stressed about it. But I've also been doing lots of swimming, and I've been doing a lot of swimming. I've been doing a lot of shoulder exercises. I literally have gotten carried away, and I started to get pain here. So I usually don't have pain, but when I do, I like to keep the stuff around. So I pulled this little stuff out, and I'll show you what I did. Took a blob of it, just like that. Oops. Okay. Put it in your palm of your hand. It's not going to hurt it. It's going to go on your skin anyway. Yes, I keep a big old bag of MSM all the time. I even bathe with this stuff sometimes. Your body needs sulfur. And if you actually went and got tested, you would be surprised how low your sulfur levels are because a lot of people are not getting that nutrient in. So, anyway, you just mix it. I like half and half because I really do strongly believe that half and half is the miracle ratio for Dmso. So I mix that like that. Then in front of me you'll see the essential oils that are used for, they're essential oil blends that are used for neuromuscular issues and also used for the nervous system. Really wonderful calming, relaxing oils. You can use them with the clay bath that I have on the website. You can apply them topically in different areas, or you can use them like this in all of your boo-boo areas. Who doesn't have boo-boos? So you mix it up, and you might notice that as soon as you put it on your hand, you're going to start tasting it in your mouth. Kind of tastes a little bit like garlic. That's how strong this solvent is. So be careful about what you mix it with. You may want to talk to more of a naturopathic type doctor and ask them, is it okay if I take Dmso, especially if you're on antibiotics, because it's going to make those antibiotics work probably in ways that you don't want them to work. So just be very careful about that. Anyway, so you mix it up, and I'm going to apply it right here because I'm telling you, my neck and my traps are pretty much killing me. And it's kind of amazing how quickly it works. Now, If you use this and you're like, oh, it's not working, it's not good enough and all that, well then your issue is probably beyond just muscular at this point. And yes, you can have toxicity in your muscles, you can have toxicity and inflammation that's in your spinal cord, and yes, you can put this along your spine to help part of your recovery, use it in your plan, but don't be discouraged because it doesn't happen right away. If you do have more than just muscular issues, there's something else that you can do, because there's always solutions, right? That's how wonderful the world is. There's always solutions. Thieving Well is that oil blend that I created to take on the 4 thieves. And it's really, really good antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So some of you know that you have pain in your joints and that it is associated with Lyme. Okay, because you never had this pain before and then you got bitten and blah, blah, blah. Now you got pain there. And yes, you probably do have toxicity in that joint. Probably have some infection there too. There's no surprise why people's knees hurt really, really badly when they get Lyme. Their knees were degenerative before they, fell ill with everything. So what I would do is I would take the Dmso blob, take your oil, Thieving Well, put, I don't know, you could probably do like 2 or 3 drops and that's all you need, because again, this is solvent. It's really strong. Test it out first. I always say only use a few drops at first because this is also taken internally. So you rub it on your boo-boos and all that, and that's a really great way to get rid of infection that's localized in certain areas. Boom, right? Okay, lastly, I had people ask me about what do I put on topically during the summer. Well, I'm kind of at high altitude. I know there's a debate about ticks not being up in the mountains, okay? Ticks are up wherever there's deer. That's the truth. But probably not as prevalent as certain areas like where you may be from. So what I would do is I would get Biters Beware. Biters Beware has citronella, cedarwood, lavender, peppermint, eucalyptus, thyme, lemongrass. It's really good. The bugs hate it, even ticks. And you can buy these little spray bottles, travel size spray bottles that are about this big. I'd fill them up with water, and then I'd probably put around 30 drops of this and shake it up, and I would spray it all over my leg, all over my skin, especially down around my ankles, and I would probably spray it on top of my clothes as well. Take care. Have a great day.